Hey guys, welcome back to Frontier City Thrills. I'd like to take time to say thank you to all our subscribers. Uh, if you haven't already, hit that notification bell and subscription. This thing really helps out the channel. I will do everything that I can, with the exception of my job, to get out some more videos. So with that, let's go ahead and get started with this. So now that we all know that Six Flags America is officially closing on November the 2nd, 2025. So what I went and did is looked at some of the Six Flags parks that have not gotten much of any capital, and to see uh, if they could, one, place any of these uh, coasters, flat rides, and of course the water slides into any of these parks. So I decided to look at all the Six Flags properties that have not gotten them. So let's get let's look and see which ones there are. So first off, we're going to go with this Zamperla nebulas, which is uh, the steam whirler. This would be a great fit for the Great Escape, seeing how it does not go very high. It does not block off their scenery that they uh, have in place up there at the Great Escape. The, along with that, they can add uh, some water slides that the company feels that that's what this park is mainly for, which is small family rides and water rides. I think this would be a great fit for the Great Escape. So the next one will be uh, Penguin Blizzard River from uh, Six Flags America. It is a spinning rapids ride from Whitewater West. Uh, if they decide to go ahead and save it, uh, a good place a good park for it to be placed at is Michigan's Adventure. Now, again, I'm trying to be as fair to these parks as possible. I think this would be a great fit. It's a family attraction. The the park does not get very much uh, capex investment into it, so I think this would be probably the best bet for it, for Michigan's Adventures. That is, uh, with some probably a few slides from the water from Hurricane Harbor out there. Now comes Firebird. It's an older B&M floorless coaster, which used to be a stand-up coaster. Was really relocated from Six Flags Great America, or excuse me, Great Great America. It's Iron Wolf, and it became Apocalypse for the 2019 season. They changed the trains from stand up to floorless. Now, I want to say that they could save it, but these are the ones that we're just going to say that they're going to save. If they do go ahead and save it instead of scrapping these rides, and especially this one, uh, the best place for it would be Six Flags Darien Lake. Uh, Last investment that Six Flags Darien Lake got was a skyscraper from Six Flags. Uh, I I think this would be a good standout. It's Six Flags Darien Lake's got all kinds of land, although it's sitting out in the middle of nowhere. But still, I think this could revitalize the park and make it a better park with uh, a floorless coaster. So now the next one should be we'll go for Batwing at Six Flags America. Now this is the last become a flying coaster, Flying Dutchman. Uh, my guess is it could easily go to Valley Fair. Now, keep in mind, it's just my thoughts. I don't; these are not in actual order. I think this would be another good fit for the park, for that park anyway. It's already got 8 coasters. This could be another lineup, and it can help bring up that attendance at Valley Fair, and plus help with the chain as well. Uh, it's probably had its ups and downs, but what coaster has not? Uh, I'm sure the maintenance up there is probably just as good as some of the other properties that will get it up and running and keep it up and running. I I just don't know if they'll keep it, but then again, these are the ones that will say that they are keeping, and they're going to go ahead and relocate them. So I'm gonna, as like I said, I'm gonna say Batwing can easily go to Valley Fair and bring up that attendance up there. Uh, it's really not in a small market. It's in a what you would call a medium-sized market, just as well as OKC and a couple of the other ones that Six Flags has. A medium to upper uh, size market. So that could easily be just a perfect fit for Valley Fair. Also, Valley Fair can add a couple of water slides. I don't think they need any more flat rides. I think they got a good collection of flat rides. They can expand their water park at Valley Fair to increase the summer attendance as well. So as for Joker's Jinx, it's Premier Rides LM launch coaster. Uh, it's probably one of maybe 3 that will probably be saved at Six Flags America. I think this one here would probably be best to uh, go to World of Funds in Kansas City, Missouri. Uh, they've got a smaller collection of rides, and they don't hardly get much of investment. I think their last coaster was 2023, and it's well, it could have been 2004, Spinning Dragons. Uh, but I think this would go to Worlds of Fun. Uh, it's in a good market. The park is pretty big. Uh, they don't have a launch coaster, uh, and I think this would be a perfect fit. Now, as for flat rides and whatnot, it could be just about any of them. Uh, they've already got a tower ride. Um, uh, they've probably got a good collection of small family rides, which they could probably also upgrade to bring into families as well. Uh, and they can also uh, bring in some, probably another slide or two to expand their water park to help increase the attendance up there. So my best guess, and it could be flipped around. Joker's Jinx could be easily sent to World of Fun to increase the attendance up there, along with maybe a flat ride somewhere that is savable, and a slide or two for the expansion of their water park. So if they can't send Joker's Jinx to Worlds of Fun, I would suggest that they send it to Dorney Park, which they really don't have a launch coaster from what I'm seeing. Uh, that might be a little trick because their last coaster that was installed uh, was Iron Menace, B&M dive coaster last last year. So that would be that's going to be up in the air between probably those two parks in my view. Either Dorney Park gets it or Worlds of Fun could get Joker's Jinx. As for Dorney Park, they might be able to add a flat ride or two, and expand their water park. But that one's kind of hard to figure out. So that's what I would suggest is to send Dorney Park uh, a flat ride or two and some water rides if they can't send Joker's Jinx to Dorney Park. So now comes the final park, which is my home park, which is Frontier City. Uh, there's two coasters that's probably 100% chance of being relocated, and that would be uh, Professor Screamore's Sidewinder. It's become a invert. Most of your parks already have it. Most of the parks up in the north and northeast already have uh, thrill inverted coasters. Frontier City, on the other hand, the only one that comes close to that, which is a family invert, is still Lasso. So I'm going to say right now that they relocate Professor Screamore's Sidewinder because they just got new trains uh, for it, and they rethemed it, repainted it, so you really don't have to re- repaint that one. Raging Cajun can easily be relocated inside the old Nightmare Mine building. They have been working on it. As for the inside of the building, I I think it's safe because all they do is use it for Fright Fest. That can be easily relocated. It can be out of the heat during the summertime, and most families can ride it and enjoy it. As for the next big one, now a lot of people say that it's too old, but they just got new trains for it, which would be Superman Ride of Steel. Uh, there are three, as we speak right now, three Intamin hyper coasters of this same model in the Northeast: Darien Lake and Six Flags New England, and of course, Six Flags America has a clone one. All the other properties, with the exception of the Great Escape, do not have one anything like that. You can't place it in Great Escape. It's too tall. It's too big. It blocks off their scenery. As for Michigan's Adventure, yes and no, they do have one. They've got a bigger coaster, which is a wooden coaster, and they really don't need anything like that. They need more, to my view, is the flat rides and water coasters because that's too far north. I don't. I just can't see them doing a whole lot with that property. Superman Rise of Steel and Professor Screamore's Sidewinder could be placed right over here in the undeveloped land, which is 60 acres, and the park really wants to expand over there. Now, as for the flat rides, uh, Harlequin Spin Sanity can be placed over where the concert is, uh, the amphitheater area, Starlight Amphitheater. It can be placed right there in this section right here. As I've said before in my previous videos, it can be placed right there. Superman, Wonder Woman's Lasso of Truth, Sky Screamer can be placed right where the eruption pad sits. All that can be placed right there because of one, the Olympics are coming in 2028, and the park really needs to get these parks up and going like that. And with the investment like that, which really isn't much of an investment, relocating these rides to our park will increase the attendance I'm not going to say it's going to be 4 or 5 million. There's just no way. Uh, our park can open up in March, and it can also close up even in December, because we had Holiday in the Park, and it was at first successful, but then the pandemic hit, and we just could the park could not draw them back in there. That's where all the issues were at. They could not draw anymore because of the pandemic that happened. They can also bring back Holiday in the Park sometime in the next year or two, and that would also increase the attendance. With these rides like this, our attendance at one time was what I was told hit 1.2 million with nothing but rides after rides after rides. But that was the old Six Flags, and before Six Flags changed its name. So with that, uh, I'm going to leave it right there. And as always, thank you for your subscriptions. Thank you for liking the video. Hopefully you share it with your friends, and we will see you all in the next video. Take care, everyone. Goodbye.